Hi, I'm Ruben Saltzman with Structure Tech Home Inspections. Today, I'm delighted to share with you our top 20 home inspection photos from 2019. Now, we share these photos on our Facebook page every day, and if you follow our Facebook page, you've probably seen all these, but still, it's fun to go over them again. So I picked out all the ones that were the most popular. We do this every year and I put it into a blog post. It's always our most popular blog post of the year. But last year I decided I'm going to do a video just kind of narrating all this stuff. And I thought I ought to do it again this year. So without any more ado, here they are. Enjoy. Starting off the list in no particular order, we've got Work Smarter, Not Harder. This is a bathroom exhaust fan duct that goes up through the roof, and anytime you've got a bath fan duct passing through an unconditioned space like an attic, it's supposed to be insulated. You can buy these pre-insulated ducts. They're not a lot of money. This person surely had a duct that wasn't insulated. They wanted to insulate it without replacing the whole thing, and they did it using rigid foam, spray foam insulation, and duct tape. So good for you. Kudos. Well done. Next, we've got Even Gutter Guards Can Fail. This is one of those expensive gutter guards. It's supposed to be guaranteed not to let anything clog your gutters or any problems happen. And you can see it's full of pine needles, and we've got a sizable tree growing right out of it. Next, we've got extension cord extenders. Somebody's cord from the garage door opener wasn't long enough to reach the plug. And you're not supposed to use an extension cord. This person used 3 of those 2 to 3 prong adapters, stacked them up against each other, and then plugged it into the receptacle to get their cord to reach. And obviously you've compromised the ground. There is no ground path here. This is just plain goofy and delightful. Now this one, say it ain't so. It had to take somebody a lot of work to get their furnace filter to be installed in the upper compartment instead of in the filter compartment. And it had the furnace cover on and everything when we got there. We got the furnace cover off and we just went, what the heck is this? No words necessary for this, right? You have a question? Yes, I'm sure you do. Now put your hand down, I'm talking. Now this was just an odd arrangement. We've got a bathroom sink drain that's accessible from inside the kitchen. This is one of those split level homes, and the bathroom was just on the other side, a little bit higher up, and there was no great access below it, so they put the access in the kitchen. Just not what we were expecting to find when we opened the cabinet door. Almost looks Photoshop, doesn't it? Yeah, we're not smart enough to Photoshop things. We don't know how that works. Ground control to Major Tom. Putting green included with home. That's just a moss-covered flat roof. Good times. Now this one, oh my goodness. You have a PVC vent connected to a natural draft water heater. There's nothing wrong with putting a PVC vent for a power vent water heater. In fact, that's just the way it's done. But when you've got natural draft, you have much higher flue temperatures, and there's a good chance you're going to melt that plastic. And if you look at the top of the bend here, you can actually see it. It looks like the plastic is starting to discolor and scorch. Would you say this roof is shot? I suppose we would. Now, we try not to put that word in our reports. We once said a roof was shot, and we had somebody get very upset from out of town, thinking that this was a bad neighborhood. They thought it was like bullet holes in the roof, and there was a lot of confusion, and after that, we never say roofs are shot anymore. But you know what? We're going to say that for this one. It is shot. E for effort on this one. It looks like we've got a round cover on a square electrical box. Several different captions for this one. A good one would be cactopus ductwork in the attic. It looks like a cactus, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Salamanders in a sump basket. Yes, we have salamanders in Minnesota. They're rare. We don't see a lot of them. But at this home, there were a whole bunch of them inside the sump basket. They gotta be getting in there from somewhere. We don't know from where or how, but there was a lot of them. Now this one, either one or two things. Either you've got evil spirits trying to escape from this outlet, and it's showing up in the form of this green goo, or somebody just spilled a bunch of laundry detergent on top of the outlet and made it look crazy. Not sure which one it is. Someone had to go to a lot of work to cut out the middle of their steel I-beam. The good news is that you now have adequate stairway headroom. Well, I'm not talking to you either. Doesn't it look like a couple that just got in a fight? Also, note the dryer vent with the pantyhose over the top of it. They're just venting the dryer right into the same room. Now, what do you say about this one? We have no idea what this switch does. We didn't have the guts to turn it on. I mean, we didn't really want to unleash that power. So we just left it alone. Not sure what it does still. Somebody labeled the whirlpool as the world pool, and we said finally a pool for all of us. What is holding up this deck? You look at the far end of this, right by the plastic storage shed, and you can see that this beam basically splits apart and it's bolted onto each side of a post, and then in the middle it gets bolted together again. And then what holds it up at the close end right next to us? It's bolted to another beam, which I can only assume is cantilevered out past the edge of something, but this is wild. Excellent place for a door or a stairway. Not sure which one came first. Obviously, this home has a huge rodent problem. And finally, the greatest location for a sump pump discharge ever. They went right through the side of the overhead garage door frame, and it just dumps all over the driveway. All right, that makes up our photos of the year. Thank you so much for tuning in, and Happy New Year.